Good day, yogis and yoginis. Namaste, and welcome once again to Yoga with Vic. Here we are, up in the mountains, about 3,400 meters, Songko Lake in the background, and I want to introduce you to the ancient secret of eternal youth, which is called the Five Tibetan Rites. And the whole idea actually was open to the Western world around 1985 when a book was published. I'll put the book, the name and the author and everything in the description. And then suddenly the Western world went like, oh wow, that is the secret to eternal youth. And indeed, it was brought by the Tibetan monks that went to India and got the idea of the traditional yoga. And because living up in the mountains of Tibet, like where we are here, not Tibet, this is Kyrgyzstan, but up in the mountains, you need a lot of vigor, a lot of energy. They adapted certain moves of yoga for the daily life. There are 5 moves that I will explain you later on with more time. And they're associated to the 5 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, and energy. They're also aligned with the chakras, the 7 chakras that we have in our body, which are the spinning wheels of energy. And if you want to look at it from a more Western point of view, they actually activate the glands of the endocrine system. So that is the secret to actually feel a lot better. And they claim so many benefits. And I'll put them in the description because they are endless. From better sleep, more energy, better sleep in general, and waking up more with more energy, reversing chronic diseases, feeling a lot better. I don't know, there's so many that it's just insane. Joints, spine, everything gets benefited by these 5 movements. And as I said, I will explain you in every exercise what the benefits are. But yeah, 5 exercises. Normally you start, the ideal thing would be to do 21 repetitions, but to start with, it might be a bit strenuous. So we'll start with 3, then you can go to 5, 7, and so on until you reach 21. Do it under your own degree. If one day you feel like doing 5 and the following day you want to do 15, it's entirely up to you. I'm also giving you modifications. So if it doesn't feel right, or that day you're not feeling extremely well to do that exercise, you can do a modification, or your body does not allow you for whatever reason. Always a word of caution: if you have major injuries, or if you have major diseases, or blood pressure, or a heart disease, or anything, please consult your physician first before doing these exercises. Make sure you're fit to do this. They're very, very beneficial. They're going to bring you lots of joy, and they are the eternal fountain of youth. But please ensure you're doing the right thing and you're not getting things worse. And without further ado, let me start with the rites in detail. The first Tibetan rite is linked to the element of energy. And the mantra is going to be, I am full of energy. And the first thing you have to do is stand on your feet, hip width apart, palms facing down, arms the height of your shoulders, and you're going to spin around clockwise. So we're going to do this 3 times slowly, so you don't get too dizzy, but you have to get slightly dizzy. So you go 1, 2, and let the wind blow your hair, and 3. Of course, the more you continue, up to you do 21, you're going to get slightly dizzy, but that's fine. If you don't like this, or it doesn't feel good with your health, there's another alternative. Again, you separate more or less hip width apart the feet, and you're going to be turning around, but you're going to be slapping with your right hand your left shoulder, and then with your left hand it's going to come towards the back. So you're going to be alternating and moving hips and legs. Even you can lift a little bit the heel if you want to, but we're going to be slapping and letting everything just hit. So you just move and hit and lift, but don't let the heel, the heel is fine, but don't let the foot really go off the floor completely. And this also awakens the chi, which is the part of the kidneys, and awakens the energy. So it has the same effects. if the other one does not really fit with you. So try either of them and let me know how it goes. Ride number 2 is called the J for a reason. You will see because it goes like this, and you will feel it a lot in your abdominal side. It's quite strong for all your core. Enjoy it. Ride number 2 is the element of air, and the mantra is, my mind is clear and calm. And we're going to go to the floor. So we're going to get our back on the floor, legs extended ahead of us. We're going to lay down. I'll show you an alternative later if that's too hard for you. And our palms are going to be fingers together, palms on the floor. And we're going to be lifting, the knees are always going to be straight. So we're going to be lifting the head and the legs at the same time. We will inhale as we come up, and we'll exhale as we go down. So hands down, inhale, come up, head and knees and legs, exhale, come down slowly. We're going to do it twice again. Inhale, head up, feet up towards the sky. Exhale, it all comes down very slowly. Hold it. My mind is clear and calm. Inhale, feet up to the sky, to the ceiling. Head up to look at your belly, and exhale. Calm down. Okay, that will be 3. Let me show you if this is too hard for you. You can also prop yourself on your shoulders, hands down, same as we did before, and you can just lift your legs a little bit. So inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale. Again, always with very straight knees and straight legs, and propping yourself a little bit up. That is, if the other one is too hard for you, you can choose. See you in the third one. Ride number 3 is linked to the element of water, and it is a modification of what we call in yoga a camel pose. The mantra that comes with it is, I am flexible and receptive. And it goes like this. So you kneel, so knees on the floor. We're going to curl the toes so the heels come up. We're going to put our hands in the back of our thighs, so right below our glutes. And we're going to inhale and go backwards, tossing the head slightly backwards. Inhale and exhale, coming back without slingshotting, so don't go crazy, just don't hurt yourself. Inhale, bracing on your arms. Exhale, slowly come up. Hands here, as I said, below your glutes, as far as you can get them. And inhale again. The head goes backwards. Flex as much as you can. Engage the thighs, engage the glutes, engage everything. Exhale. Come back again. And that's how it goes. We just did 3. Increasingly, just go for 5, 7, until you reach 21. And there's our first ride. Sorry, that's our third ride. As an alternative to ride number 3, you can also, if you don't like the variation of camel, you can use a wall, kind of a wall that I have here. The feet will be like 25, 30 centimeters apart, 12, 18 inches. And we're gonna go towards the wall, lean with our back on the wall. Hands can be here or whatever you prefer. And we're gonna start sliding down until we reach a position like we're sitting on a chair, so 90-degree angle. And we stay here for 15 seconds. So just hold in there, keep breathing. Don't hold the breath, just don't forget to breathe, that's very important. Stay there, just count. You can put your hands, if you prefer, on your lap, on the wall, cross them, talk, fly, dance, whatever you prefer. And when the 15 seconds have passed by, you just slide back. This doesn't slide much, as you can see, because it's felt. And come back again. And then repeat this over and over again, quite a few times until you reach your number or you're just tired. Thank you so much. Welcome to rite number 4, related to the element of earth. And the mantra will be, I am strong and balanced. And we're going to sit down on our mat or whatever you are in what we traditionally call Dandasana, so stuff pose. So legs ahead of us, toes looking up, hands next to our buttocks. So pretty much on a 90-degree angle. And from here, we have our our chin tucked towards our chest. And from here, we're going to inhale and start moving the hips upwards, the head backwards, and tightening up every single muscle you have, glutes, thighs, arms super strong. And then chin tucked again towards the chest, the hips come back again. And here we are, that is 1. Let's go up with the hips, flat on our soles. We don't have shoes here. Head goes back, neck goes back. Strong, super strong arms, super strong hips and glutes. Glutes coming back again. Feet go up again. The toes. That's the second one. And inhale, come up. Feet flat. Hips high. Head back. Strong shoulders. Hips up to the sky. Tightening up everything. Exhale, go backwards again. And that was 3. And I hope you felt it, because you really have to tighten every single muscle of your body, so it's quite strenuous. Start with 3 and keep increasing 2 every time. If the traditional number 4 is a bit strenuous for you, or you don't feel like doing it today, we're going to do an alternative one, which is very much like our bridge pose in traditional yoga. So we're going to bend the knees, slightly separated, like the width of the hips, hands going down, so palms on the floor. And from here, in an inhale, we're going to raise the hips up to the sky, the chin's tucked in, and the chest, and lift the glutes as much as you can. Engage core, glutes, everything, thighs, and then exhale, vertebra by vertebra, come down and relax on the floor. So let's do this again. Inhale, come up with hips, palms down. Exhale, rolling the spine, touching with every single vertebra until you touch with the lumbar spine. Exhaling and inhale again. Roll up. Push those hips up. Engage glutes, super strong. And then come down. And that's a beautiful alternative for the previous one, if that one does not feel right for any reason. And again, keep increasing 2 every time. Welcome to rite number 5, last but not least, element of fire. And the mantra is, I am positive and motivated. And you might find this a bit familiar if you practice some vinyasa flows, because it's pretty much like an upward dog and a downward dog, but with a small variation. So we're going to start lying on our belly. The arms will be perpendicular to the floor and the feet are going to be curled. That is the difference. So this will be the starting position, but we have to lay the body not on the floor, but just flying around. So no contact with the floor and the body. So this will be the starting position. And the head will go backwards. So everything is very tight. You'll feel the thighs, the glutes, So this will be the inhale, and the exhale will be lifting the hips up to the sky, going backwards, stretching the arms as much as possible. The chin comes towards the chest. We look in between our legs, and we can either reach the heels towards the floor or keep them as they are, whatever you feel. If you go towards the floor, you'll feel the stretch better in the back. So that will be the exhale, and then we come back again with an inhale, arching the back, not touching the floor, tightening up the glutes. Exhale, raise the hips up, strengthen the arms, go backwards, heels towards the floor. Inhale, we go down. Remember, feet always curled. Arching the back as much as possible. Engage glutes and thighs. Exhale. We go up again in an inverted V. Downward dog. And this will be our move. And it feels so good. It's a great move for the spine. Awesome. So that was our 3 repetitions. Again, increase, do more every time until you reach 21. As an alternative one, if the previous one does not feel right for you, we can start in tabletop. So hands and knees separated a little bit. From here, we're going to do what we normally call the cow, but we're going to curl the toes as we did previously, curling the toes. We do the cow, arching the back towards the floor, and the head is going back. And from here, we're gonna arch the back, lift the hips, and go toward downward dog. Press away from the mat as far as you can. And then we come down again with an inhale to a tabletop. Go for a cow. Head back, arching towards the floor. Exhale. We will go through cat more or less, and then we go to a downward dog. Push yourself away from the mat as much as possible. Inhale, we go down. Knees on the floor. Back is going backwards. And exhale. Neck towards our chest. Chin to chest. Expand. Hips up. And we come down again. Knees on the floor. And tabletop. And here we are. That was the modification for rite number 5. Fire. Thank you so much, and I hope you really enjoy it, and I'll see a very young version of you later on. Namaste.